Hey, welcome to the Outlander Media Network. We're in Nashville at the Basement East over here in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're with the band of Boy. This is Benny, the guitarist. Oh, Benny, the lead vocalist. Chris, the guitarist.
How's it going?
Always a blooper moment.
Hey, we live for the blooper moment.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
So how's the tour going with the Skeletons tour?
Incredible, man. Especially like the last 3 shows have been best of the tour, and it seems like they just keep topping themselves. So yeah, we're really hitting the stride now, about halfway through. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah, we're loving it.
Well, I think were y'all in Charlotte last night, or
Charlotte last night.
so y'all have been driving all night long to get
Oh yeah, big drives on this tour, with a couple short drives that make up for it.
Yeah, but we started up in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, up on the peninsula. We'd never done that before, so that was a cool experience. And then down to Detroit, and then basically some northeast. And now we're kind of doing like the this loop, you know what I mean? And then we're going down to Oklahoma and then Texas and stuff next. So
Wow, I'm fairly new to you guys,
yeah.
and how I learned about you guys was just recently. I was listening to Jose Magan's Accelerator.
Yeah.
Y'all were, and I'll admit this, y'all were 2 of my favorite songs from last year. One was Zombified from Falling in Reverse, and then Can't Take This Away from you guys.
Thanks, man.
So let's talk about the new album.
Yeah. I mean, new album's out, and it was an incredible process. It took us a while. I mean, shit, I remember a conversation that Chris and I were having, like, back at our old house, and it was kind of like, what are we going to do for this next record? Like, what's the thing we're going to do? And Chris had this great idea of just like, yo, let's make a record with cult mentality. And it's like, because it wasn't supposed to be about, like, cult, like, actual cult, but it's like, you just kind of think about the dedication that it takes to make it music and work really hard at this stuff, and that's kind of like...
Yeah, I mean, like the cult for me was like, we need a team of people, because like as 4 people in this band, we can only do so much. You know, we have a team of people around us from the touring level to, you know, the business side that help us create this vision that comes alive. So it's kind of like that cult mentality. Like everyone's a part of it, everyone has the same vision. We all just like put our heads in the same direction and work hard.
Yeah.
Y'all a 4-man band.
Yeah.
No, I saw the video. There was 5 of you.
There
was
was.
fun,
We're
yes.
recently a 4-piece band. We just ended up going a different way with the old members, you know?
Oh,
It's kind of what
okay.
happens. Yeah, no.
I was like, wait.
No, it's all love. Literally, we couldn't say a bad word about the guy. I mean, we had some incredible times together. It's just, you know, sometimes it just happens. So yeah, we're 4 now, and just fucking doing the best we can. You know?
How's it like being from Seattle to over here in the Southeast?
Oh, man, we love it. I mean, so Chris is from San Diego, and
Yeah.
so we're from Seattle. I mean, we've always loved Nashville. We've had some great shows here. We played The End here across town. We played at Rocket Town a little bit ago.
I don't even know Rocket Town's still here.
I don't think it is. We played there right before the pandemic, and so that was. Yeah, but we've always loved Nashville.
And there's undeniable food everywhere you look.
Yeah, great pizza place right over there.
Especially the chicken here. Ooh.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah. Like I say, here at the basement, like I say, this was, like I said, I don't know how they do this touring schedule. Like I said, there was like 3 different concerts going on tonight that are like competing against each other.
Yeah.
Like Under Oath is playing down at Brooklyn.
We're gonna jet over there at some point.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're massive Under Oath fans,
Yeah.
and we have some friends within that touring crew, so we're gonna go see what's up with them. Yeah, it's
Oh,
awesome.
but y'all going up there after y'all get to be playing?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. And the other show was our last night just played at the Brooklyn Bowl.
Yeah.
I was like,
And those are also Rain City Drive on that tour. Those are label mates of ours, and the Word Alive. And, yeah, so there's 3 Thriller Records bands playing in Nashville tonight. That's crazy.
well, why'd you with them guys?
And we're with Word Alive.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Now we seen Rain City Drive play here at the basement on the Octane tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we haven't got a chance to see, or at least I haven't, to see them yet, but I'm a huge fan of that band. I'd love to see them.
They are very good live.
Sure.
I mean, we've seen the basement has had some great bands. Like we saw one band, they were called Classless Act.
Oh,
The next time we saw them, they were opening in front of Motley Crue on the Dave Stadium tour.
Wow.
That's the dream right there.
It's incredible how that happens, though, for real.
And we were talking about it earlier today that this is my 2nd time doing an interview here at the basement, and it's another Washington band. And like I say, it was Jeff Tate and his bunch.
Yeah.
Tell us a story about Jeff Tate.
Oh yeah, I mean when I was a kid, one of my best friends growing up, his mom actually dated Jeff Tate in high school, and we were from the suburb right next to the suburb that they were from in Seattle, and yeah, so like they were at Redmond High School, and then I went to Lake Washington High School. We're all right in that same little area. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Obviously a few years apart, but
Just a couple.
he ain't much older than me.
but we got a lot of respect for that whole era and those guys, man. They paved the way for us.
Oh yeah, they were before Nirvana and all the grunge bands that came barreling out of Seattle. So y'all were the first band that was signed to Thriller Records. What was that like going from a guy that was part of Fearless Records over to Thriller Records? There's like a competition between Fearless and Thriller.
Well, I mean, for us, we were just the band that got signed, so we didn't have anything to do with any of the label stuff. But I thought it was really cool that Bob made that move, and yeah, we've been really stoked.
Yeah, and like now that now that we've met like some of the people at Fearless, they only have great things to say about Bob. It's all love back and forth, and like they both wish each other the best.
There's no competition.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily like a like a fight for anything.
So are y'all gonna be the first band tonight or second?
We're on first tonight.
You get on first tonight. We're live as second, and
Yep.
Pop Evil, of course, is third.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's been a great tour. Like, what have y'all been eating at since?
Where did we go that other night in Atlanta?
Ooh, like
Some Hattie's Hot Chicken.
Hattie's Hot Chicken.
Hattie's Hot Chicken.
Yeah,
That's the highlight.
Yeah, that's probably the best food we've eaten on this tour.
Oh man, where else though? Oh, there was that place, bar right across the street in Nashville. The little place that was basically
In Charlotte.
Oh, sorry, in Charlotte. We're in Nashville.
We're national.
You know what I mean? It all blends together.
Yeah, that place is super good. I would say the chicken place is better. We played in Tampa. We played at a Hard Rock Casino, and they gave us little meal vouchers. And I went to a sushi joint because I've just never been able to eat sushi on tour. So that was probably like the highlight of food for me.
Was it good sushi? I didn't
Yeah,
go.
it was really good. Really good.
Yeah, there's a great sushi place in this area called, not in this spot, but it's called, what's it called?
Rock and roll sushi.
Rock and Roll Sushi.
That was what that place was called. It was called Rock and Raw Sushi.
Oh.
That's awesome.
That's very similar. That's a Rock and Roll Sushi place.
But those are the highlights. We're mostly eating, gas station fucking hot dogs.
Yeah, it's not glamorous. It's not glamorous. We try to eat good when we can, but
We got lucky with a 24-hour McDonald's at the Loves last night. They're never open that late. That was pretty sweet.
yeah, it's the reality of like touring on our level is like we can eat right now or we can eat after our set, but sometimes we get thrown in a different direction. We're not able to get food, so really it's like we eat at like 11:30 is the time we leave, so we eat about like 12, and like the only things that are open are truck stops and a couple gas stations.
Well, hey, if you want to go to the best gas station food on the planet, if you see a Buc-ee's, tell them to pull the fuck over.
We are Buc-ee's worshipers. We stop no matter what.
We literally went to
occasion.
Buc-ee's this morning.
Yeah, we love it.
I mean, the food is always good there.
And that is like our best eating as like an average on tour. Is like Buc-ee's is probably the best food we're eating. Sometimes there's a good place like that chicken spot, but really it's like Buc-ee's consistent if we can.
Just gotta take what you can get.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly.
I mean, we're lucky that we come up here between. There's like a halfway point here. When we come from Knoxville to Nashville, we pass the Buc-ee's. We stop, get a barbecue sandwich.
I don't blame you. You
Or
have
that,
to.
or that Philly burrito. That Philly burrito is the bomb.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah.
It's my favorite.
That's the best.
We also love the merch. We always come out with a T-shirt or
or
a
three.
pair of sunglasses.
Yeah, a t-shirt or 5. Yeah. Like,
We love it.
We love the Buc-ee's merch. Yeah. Big
So,
fans.
When y'all get done with this tour, where will y'all be going there?
Home for a little bit, and then we can't say much about it yet, but we are going to do Canada this summer with some really cool bands, and that should be it. Getting announced in the next month. But so yeah, we're doing Canada this summer, and then most likely just another little U.S. run before the end of the year, and then hopefully on to 2024, we're going to break into like Europe and do some stuff over there finally.
Are y'all doing festivals or anything this summer?
Nothing we can talk about yet.
Well, I know what that one is.
No, I mean genuinely, there's just some. We're on the short list for a few things, but there's nothing that we can say is confirmed yet.
Okay, I'm going to be at one of them. So I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you which one after we're off the camera. I'm trying not to advertise too much because it's my favorite. I always do that one, and I'm hoping y'all going to be at that one. That would be awesome to see see y'all in that.
That would be rad, man.
We'll ask off camera. Hey, what did y'all do when, like I said, when COVID shut the whole thing down? What were y'all doing?
Sitting with our thumbs up our ass.
He went and worked at a carpet store. Like, he still works at.
Yeah, I work at a carpet store part-time when I'm out on tour. But no, that was really when we just decided to hunker down. Chris moved up to Seattle, so we got a band house for a year, and we really, we were just like, shit, we gotta, I mean, it's either gonna kill the band or gonna make us stronger, and we decided to have it make us stronger, and then we put out our record, and that's when we broke into the Octane stuff, and that was when we had a couple songs in the NASCAR video game at the time, so that was pretty cool, and that certainly helps. We had kind of both those things coinciding over COVID for us that made it to where it's like, even though we couldn't tour or anything like that, obviously, there was still some great growth for the band over COVID that set us up to like, right when touring came back, like literally our first show back was Louder Than Life, like a couple shows, warm-up shows, and then Louder Than Life on main stage was our first show post-COVID, and our first show, or our last show before COVID, was literally at an 80-cat fucking like little restaurant underground of a venue, like, so.
Yeah, it was an insanely weird feeling because we got a lot of our traction over COVID, and we had all of these cool things happening. You know, we got Octane, we just said we got the video game, a couple other little things that we've never had before, but none of it was like physical. You know, it was like, I'd look on my phone, it's like, cool, we're playing on the radio.
We got a fucking
but like,
followers
I can't play a show and like see on any of that, so, you know, we waited 2 years, and then again, we played a couple warm-up shows, and then we played to like 10,000 people.
I will say, the first show back, because we actually did a really cool thing for our very first show back, because we just finished our first writing sessions for what ended up being Cult Mentality, and it was Chris's birthday. We had just finished like a really, really brutal month in the studio, and we were just like, well, fuck it, let's play a show. We literally, in about 10 days, got a venue, got like 5 of our best friends' bands to play, and we were able to do it. We let the venue sell drinks, and they let us do free admission, and we would just use their, and when we were gonna do it inside, because we didn't know, it was like 150 cat venue, we were like, okay, cool, if we can bring 150 people on a fucking beach.
Yeah, like maybe 80 people will come out, it's my birthday, my friends will come out, whatever.
Yeah, and day of the show, we had to move it to the parking lot out back, because we were expecting like hundreds of people.
Yeah, like about 300 people.
Yeah, and
like to a parking lot show in my small hometown.
Half this parking lot out in a week's notice in Oceanside with our best friends.
Yeah, people were flying out, and it was nuts.
So that, and then we, like I said, we had those warm-up shows right into Louder Than Life, and so it was really like a year of being like literally, like when we got started playing on Octane was when I ran out of money during COVID, and I had to get that job at the carpet store, and I'm driving to my first day of work, and I turn on Octane, and I hear my song playing. And I'm like, bro, I'm driving to work right now. This sucks. I'm on the radio, and I'm driving to go to my day job. This sucks.
Yeah, the reality to like what the band was to our individual life reality was so vastly different, and that we had no grasp of what it really was. So like when we played that first show on my birthday, it was the first time we played the Burner EP, which is what released over COVID, for the first time after being released. So it was the first time we saw people sing along the songs and know the songs, and like that was just a trip of just like, wow, this is all real, you know?
Yeah, it was really, really, really mind blowing. Like, I got it. That's in my top 5 shows we've ever played, if not still my favorite, just because it was so special considering the circumstance, and like I fucking did not expect that to show up in a week.
Yeah,
and especially like we were in a low mental place after this month in the studio.
Yeah,
we were
in the studio for a month, got nothing done. We were like, fuck. Fuck it, let's play a show. And we were like, let's make it free. We just want to play music.
Yeah, if we make it free, maybe 50 people will show up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, more incentive to bring people in.
And then it just ended up being it was so cool, and it was like and even for just because for what it was like the first time I think I've ever done it, and honestly, I hope we can do it again, but like, because we were coming out of the studio, we didn't expect to do it. It was our first show back, and there was like, it was a free show. We weren't selling merch or anything. It was purely just about showing up and
playing music with our friends.
Playing music and having community. That's all it was about. It wasn't about making money. It was literally just about having a place for people to go and come to. And that, I think, made it even more special, because we weren't trying to sell you nothing. It was just about,
let's have a good time.
Like,
yeah.
your state was probably like this was in Seattle.
This was in California.
Oh, this is California.
This isn't that. This is
y'all were more locked down than we were.
Yeah, this was tail end.
Yeah, and this was like we had. So this was in August. We had our first show on tour booked in September, and we were like, damn, this is like feels like still too early for like like obviously we want to fucking play music. We were also like we're gonna get backlash for doing a show this early, but no, for a lot of people it was their first show back, and it went over very well. From what we know, no one
got sick from it, and it was really about like it was definitely pushing the line, but it was about the time because it was like tours were starting up that week, like it was coming.
Yeah, shows were happening. It was just like
coming back, like it was, and we didn't want to put anyone at risk. We certainly were going to be the first people to push the line, but it was like at that point, tours were out there. It was doing it, so it was like, well, fuck it, let's get our community back together.
The thing was when everybody started. I did my first concert in Knoxville, and you could tell everybody was chopping at a bit because it was a small venue and it was packed.
Yeah, and that was kind of what it was. It was just like cool.
Yeah, but the same for us. We were like, 150.
Well, we got to move it outside, which was safer for anyone that wanted to give a.
Yeah. We had a parking lot the size of this for 300 people. It was awesome.
Like, it was great.
Like your tour guy right here, Poppy, they were going to be my second concert.
Yeah.
But he came up with COVID. And then they had to push it back a week. And the next thing you know, I barely got to go to the concert.
Yeah.
Well, I hate when that happened.
No, I mean, when it came back, it was definitely like, you had to jump through hoops, to go see some shows and to play some shows, It's like,
I fucking imagine.
Yeah, it's like, all right, it's back, but like, it's not back how it was prior, So there was also a big adjustment period of like, we got to do, like for us as individuals, a lot more protocols of like, all right, don't be going out and going to bars and shit because like, we cancel a tour, we miss out on money and we disappoint a lot of people and, it's...
And all we really, because at that point it was just, we wanted to keep people safe, we wanted to keep ourselves safe, and we really wanted to be able to go out and get to play louder than live because that was going to be the biggest thing, still probably is the biggest thing we've ever done,
I've never done live. It kind of coincides with the other festivals I go to at that time of year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm usually down in Virginia that time of year.
Got you.
We did that festival. We did open up too.
The Blue Ridge Rock Festival?
Yeah, right.
Awesome.
Yeah, she came. The camera person came back with COVID on that one.
Oh, I hate that.
I didn't have it, but I was like, son of a bitch.
Sure.
But it was like, but the one thing that was making me a little nervous about those festivals, and like I don't know how louder than life was for that first festival.
Yeah.
I was wondering how well staffed they were.
Yeah.
For security and stuff, because I know Blue Ridge, we were like, they said, oh, they're checking all these apps. Like, I don't see that many people with lots of stuff checking people over here. It was like you're having a little staffing issue.
Yeah.
Get people working.
So we played Loud and Life in Rockville, and both of them were surprisingly very staffed. Like, it seemed like they had like the full team.
You can never tell until you show up and what.
Oh yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, I've done Vance Ward, Blue Ridge. There was one year, they did 111 before it shut down. It was after 1 year and they were gone. I was like, they were trying to have a rock festival opposite Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
So are y'all gonna do Louder Than Life this year?
No, I mean, as of right now, like I said, we have nothing on the books yet. We're hoping to hear back from some stuff soon, but no festivals confirmed as of yet. None of the bigger ones right now.
But we absolutely love the Danny River.
Oh man, they've treated us so
changed
well.
our lives.
We literally couldn't speak. Say day and time, like we're there. And we would do anything for
They're
this
the coolest thing we've ever done.
And we have a lot of friends that work within them. Like it's the best staff. Those are the best festivals. As a fan and as an artist, they like. I've literally have never heard a bad word about those festivals.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do it next year.
Yeah, it's a cool festival to get to do it. Look, where they do it too is like in this big it's like the expo center and there's like hotels and stuff right next door. Lots of it's in a good little area. Like you're not too far from downtown. It's a cool atmosphere. Like we've done I know Blue Ridge. We never played it, but I've heard like it's pretty spread out. Like Louder Than Life, at least when we had it, was kind of perfect. They had both main stages next to each other. and just a stone's throw away was the B stage. Like, you weren't fucking having to hike and fucking...
Oh, you heard about the hill at Blue Ridge? You better be in fucking shape when you get out there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
You get to the end of that day, you're supposed to have time
But
to lay down just to take a shit.
no disrespect to Blue Ridge either. That's also one of... We've never
Yeah,
played...
we'd love to play it.
One of the best rain festivals around too, we've heard. So yeah, like they're also...
Like I say, it's like if you go up the hill, you better be in shape, is all I can say.
That's
We found that out last year.
Yeah.
But like I said,
But you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, that to me, that's also like the part of the charm of a music festival. And like, at least for, I know Chris and I, we both grew up going to fucking Van Warped show. And like, that was 8-hour days in fucking hot
Middle
stuff.
summer.
You're dying of heat stroke and you're fucking waiting out just to see your favorite band and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's all part of it though, you know?
It's
like,
like
I look back and still love it. I'm not like, damn, they really got us walking like that.
I mean, I wish I still had that show. I mean, it was one day, you paid $70, whatever
It was the
for
best
whole
goddamn
day.
day of your life.
I went to the very last one that they had on that last tour. It was, I think, Motionless in White was the closer on one stage.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, that show. It's always in the middle of June. You're about to die.
Oh yeah, it's brutal,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
worth every second. I
Oh,
love it.
God, yeah. It's like, and one thing I loved about it, like, you know, you go to some of these other festivals, and I don't know why a lot of festivals don't do it. I don't know if a lot of Danny Wimmer and his bunch does it, but they always want to have that complete full tent where the merchandise is.
Yeah.
But like when you went to Vans Ward, you'd have this band at this merch station, and this band at that.
I love that aspect because if you had like a 2-hour window, if you were trying to see bands, you can kind of like, you know, walk through their little alley of merch and stuff. I love that part.
I mean, it was awesome. I mean, you could meet this band over here, and you like I say, you could see a lot of new bands that play. I would love to do Vans Warped any day of the year.
Oh,
Yes.
God, yeah.
I mean, I wish you still toured all year. Y'all would be perfect for Vans Warped.
Yeah,
We wish.
Yeah. Hey, in another life, right?
Right.
Maybe
And
they'll start it back up.
Yeah, maybe in the next 10 years we'll see something.
I'm sure.
Fingers crossed.
You're gonna see something come back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they always try to do these one-off days, like Vans Warped just one. You know, I think it's 2 days a year. I'm not even sure where it's at anymore.
They don't even do it anymore. They kind of did that last one.
Yeah, they did that last one where they were trying to do, it was more regional. Instead of like 3 consistent months, it was like, we'll do like a week on
2
the West
shows
Coast.
here, 2
yeah.
shows here.
Yeah.
But yeah, as of right now, there's nothing yet. But I haven't heard anything specifically about Warped Tour, but I know that there's some people trying to get another touring festival like that, whether it's that or even like back in the days of Mayhem Fest and Uproar Fest and stuff like that. Like something like that is bound to come back.
You would think you would.
And then
There's
and
that like
honestly,
Sad Summer one.
Sad Summer and Slipknot's doing great with the Knotfest Roadshow.
Yeah.
Like those are 2 amazing summer tour festivals.
Yeah, I could definitely see something like When We Were Young, kind of like slim down the lineup a little bit and like take it, you know, national.
Yeah, the one in Vegas, that's where that one is.
Yep.
We almost did that one last year.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
a cool fest.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all do that?
No, we had some friends that played.
No, I
it,
wish
though.
I went because that shit looked awesome.
Yeah. The lineup don't look as good this year as that lineup that was last year.
I disagree.
Both are undeniable. Both are like
Green Day's my favorite band ever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and I grew up on Blink, so like for both of us, that's like our.
I'm like, yo,
we need
this
to
is
go.
it. This is that lineup.
Yeah. We need to pull some strings and play. You
Yeah,
know?
this is what I'll call in my favorites to that one.
Like that show.
Even just a go, yeah. Shit, y'all got me a pass?
Literally.
Well, guys, I appreciate y'all taking time with us, and I can't wait to see the show tonight. And I plan on buying. I tried to buy your CD earlier off Amazon.
And we got it here. We got it here.
That's all I need to know.
Got it here, my friend.
I mean,
And we're playing Can't Take This Away.
you better be. That should have got more airplay on fucking Octane.
Hey, call it in. Tell them they need more.
Just call it down. Break down their door.
Because we wanted to get more airplay too. So we love that song. We,
We
wish saw
love
more
that, and
about
we
it.
love Octane. Like,
Yeah,
they
seriously. Everybody
changed
at
our
Octane.
life. Like Katie, Jose, back when they had Grant.
Yes.
They're all fantastic.
Yeah, that's like I said. It was 2 of my favorite songs that year. That was one, and the other one was Zombified.
Thank you, brother. We
Yeah.
appreciate
Those are the 2 best songs all year. It's like neck and neck.
it. Well, that means a lot to be up there with Zombified because that shit is massive.
Yeah,
That's a great song.
It is.
Also, I I heard it. Like there's a new band called Set It Off that just played punching bag.
Yeah.
That song's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the show tonight. I will be getting CD because I do CD collection. I'm old school, I believe in that.
Well, thank you.
Like I say, Amazon was supposed to deliver and also they canceled. And I ordered the pre-order.
Yeah.
So get on Amazon and say, why aren't y'all putting my shit out there for sale?
We'll yell at Jeff Bezos himself.
Alright, thanks a lot.
Thank you, brother.
Follow these guys online. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, your mom's home address.
Yep.
And catch them on tour with Pop Evil and The Word Alive on the Skeletons tour. And buy their new album, Cult Mentality. Thanks for being on the
Sir,
show.
Thank you.
And we peace out.
Peace out.